Good evening, everybody. Or good morning. Good morning. Over here in Tijuana, good morning. Good morning to every single one of you. Let's see if we can get some people to jump in here, as this is incredible what is going on right now. Incredible. It cannot be more disturbing what is happening. Share this video so we can start. It's a beautiful day outside, but I wanted to talk to you guys about what is going on with the Biden administration and Jen Psaki. That is a complete catastrophe, an embarrassment to the world. This administration has become an embarrassment to the world, really. The embarrassment of this current administration of the United States of America. How's everybody doing? I'm Oscar Blue for Border Network News and America's Voice News. God bless everybody that is watching. God bless my country of Mexico, my city of Tijuana, and God bless the United States of America. Let's thank God for giving us 2 legs, 2 arms, a mind that we can think, a heart that we can feel, and eyes that we can see. Muchas gracias, Dolores. Muchas gracias. El mismo sentimiento va de vuelta. Wow, man. It's just amazing what the United States government just did to the El Salvador president, Nayib Bukele. And it is just amazing how the current administration, it is lying through their front teeth to the world. Not only to the world, but to the migrant population. It is just unbelievable, people. Share this video out so we can get more people. A couple days ago, as a matter of fact, I believe that it was yesterday, that I was doing a live feed about the explanations of Jen Psaki in her House speech that she did in terms of protection of the border. So ridiculous. Extremely ridiculous, because if you get to see the past administration, that it was Trump, he had an agreement with the Mexican government to protect the borders with the National Guard of Mexico. More than 15,000 National Guard officers were deployed from Mexico throughout all the borders in the north and in the south. After Donald Trump did that, he was labeled as a narcissist. The administration was labeled as a dictator administration. Also, he was labeled as a racist, as a xenophobe, and as the most horrible things that you can even imagine, because Donald Trump was agreeing with Mexico that the protection of borders needed to happen. Guess what happened yesterday as I did a live feed? And it has to do with the news of today. My God, this administration of the current administration, the Democrat administration, it is a total catastrophe. It is a total catastrophe. So yesterday, Jen Psaki goes and she says the same criticism that these hypocritical people that they were criticizing the past President Trump. Now, people, they're doing exactly the same thing. These dictators, Democrats, they're doing exactly the same thing. Jen Psaki yesterday goes out and says, and this is what she quoted. She spoke at the White House and she said this: we already have an agreement with the government of Mexico to deploy more than 10,000 troops, National Guard, to the south border. And in total, in the country of Mexico, 28,000. Imagine that. Not 15,000 like Donald Trump, the one that they were accusing that he was a dictator, that he was a narcissist, that he was a xenophobe. For all the people, all the migrants that you are hoping Biden is going to help, which Biden is the most, with his past administration, that it was Barack Obama, was the most racist administration ever in the history of the United States of America. For every migrant that is listening, it is the president that deported more Mexicans and more Latinos in history. So, going back to the topic, so Jen Psaki says 28,000. We already talked to Mexico, and to Mexico, and they already said 28,000 deployed. Not only that, they talked to supposedly Honduras. In Honduras, they said to Honduras, you're going to deploy 7,000 police military to your country so we can stop the migration. Not only that, supposedly they talked to Guatemala, and they told Guatemala, you're going to deploy 1,500 people to your borders. So it's a whole deployment. And then after that, Jen Psaki, the most racist and inhuman comment in the White House in front of everybody, says this. Jen Psaki says this. She says that this operation is to make things more difficult for them, to make it more difficult on their journey. What does this mean? Jen Psaki just said this operation of militarizing the borders, when they don't want to militarize their country. The United States of America, you know how Kamala Harris and the Rashida Tlaibs, they don't want to militarize the country of the United States of America. But these dictators, these Democrats, they want to militarize the borders. How hypocritical. So Jen Psaki says this. This militarization, we are planning it to make it more difficult for their migrants on their journey. What is this understanding? To make them suffer, to make them more difficult, to make them starve from hunger, suffer when water, suffer through journeys that's jungles, seas, deserts. They don't care about you. They've been lying through their teeth to you. They told you that they were going to let in 125,000. It is an absolute lie. And they're not doing it. And they said that they were going to let in 300 per day. They are not doing it. They are not. And now you're seeing the reality that Jen Psaki said to the public. This militarization that we had an agreement with Mexico, El Salvador, Honduras, and Guatemala, it is to make it more difficult for them to their journey. This is your House Speaker. Now, guess what happened today? This is what I'm saying. These Democrats, they lie so much. They lied to the migrants, and now they committed a huge mistake. They lied to the Mexican government, to the Honduras government, to the El Salvador government, and to the Guatemala government. Hear this out. As it has been known in the past months, the Guatemala government has been the one that has been stepping up and protecting their borders. They're the ones that they have put an example on how to stop big influx of migrants, like the past caravan that it was 9,000 that it was in Valle Hondo, Guatemala. Now, hear this out. The Guatemala government and the president of Guatemala just came out, and I will do a live feed with proof about this. The Guatemala president just came out and said, it is a lie. We haven't talked to no person or governmental official from the United States of America. They haven't told us anything about quantities of deployment. They haven't talked to us about no National Guard. They haven't talked to us about nothing. So let me get this straight. So you're accusing the past administration, Donald Trump, of being a dictator for protecting their borders, but now you're dictating and lying that you had an agreement with Central America and Mexico, and Guatemala just came out and said, we haven't even touched the subject with the administration of Biden, and we haven't talked to nobody. What are you talking about that you're sending us orders to protect our borders, and how much quantities do we need to protect our borders when we haven't even sat down and talked about it? The Guatemala president said that. Imagine the lie of Jen Psaki in front of the world of telling we just had a complete conversation with the Mexican government and the Guatemala government and the Honduras government and the El Salvador government. All the triangle of Central America, we had a conversation with them. Imagine that. So amazingly ridiculous. Not only that, hold on a minute for this. Just hold on a minute with this. Not only the Guatemala government speaks out and says we never had an agreement with the administration of Biden. What are you talking about? We haven't even talked to them. What deployment? What police officers? What protecting the borders? Lying. Not only that, Honduras comes out and says, what are they talking about? We haven't even received a phone call from the administration of Biden. Also, Honduras comes out and says, what is Jen Psaki talking about? What is the President of the United States of America talking about of us sending 7,000 of our police military to the borders? What are they talking about? We haven't even talked to nobody. Not only that, the most embarrassing thing, I will leave it to last. Not only that, but the Mexican government comes out and says, what is the Biden administration talking about? What is all these 28,000 National Guard officers that they want us to deploy to our borders, like giving us orders like dictators do, giving the Mexican government orders on how many people they need to deploy to our borders and also ultimately to the borders of Guatemala. What are they talking about? Where did this came from? Complete, absolute lie. Amazing how Jen Psaki yesterday in front of the public said 10,000 Mexico is going to send to the border of Guatemala with Tapachula, and also they're going to, in total, 28,000 around the borders. What else, Jen Psaki? Throw a number. 7,000 in Honduras and 1,500 in Guatemala. All these countries, they have said, we haven't even had a conversation with the Biden administration. What are they talking about? And the most embarrassing thing is that the Guatemala president said this. What is the Biden administration? The Guatemala president, not your typical average guy in the corner, not your average Joe, not, the guy that sells chiclets in the other block. No, the Guatemala president said this. They're lying. We haven't even talked, we haven't even touched base on how we're going to address this immigration factor. We have been doing this on our own. We have been protecting with our National Guard. What are they talking about? A complete embarrassment. It's a total catastrophe. But the most embarrassing thing, I will leave it to last, and I told you the most embarrassing thing. The president of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele, has been completely supporting the fact that he needs to support his country first. And in an interview with Tucker Carlson, Nayib Bukele has been emphatic on saying we need to stop the illegal migration. We need to stop the money that is being sent by our countrymen from El Salvador to our country, because it's a vicious cycle. You're telling us that our country is not good, and also we are promoting illegal migration to other countries. Nayib Bukele, an excellent president, giving opinions and facts about always your country first, saying we need to provide for our country, we need to lower down the insecurity, we need to provide better jobs, we need to do this, we need to do that, but also we need support, but we're doing that. After he did that interview with Tucker Carlson, he was completely attacked by the left because it was not fitting the narrative of the left. That the narrative of the left is the pandering of the, oh my God, they're suffering. Oh my God, they need more money. Oh my God, they need this. Oh my God, that. Oh my God, all this. So Nayib Bukele said, no, we need to stop that, and we need to work better to provide jobs and to provide better security for our citizens. After that, Nayib Bukele got attacked by a congresswoman in the 35th district of California, accusing him of, making him look bad of a really tragical incident with a migrant from El Salvador lost his life trying to cross to the United States. So it was a back and forth thing. So they asked the president, this is the most embarrassing thing for everybody that is supporting the Biden administration. My God, how embarrassing right now you look. I will tell you, this is completely embarrassing. So Nayib Bukele, they asked him about this planification that Jen Psaki and the Biden administration of sending their troops to their borders to protect them by irregular influxes of migrants. Listen to what Nayib Bukele responded. Listen to what he said. The president of El Salvador said, what are you talking about? I haven't even heard nothing about that. And I will tell you this. Look what he said. I don't want to receive no one from the Biden administration in my country. Holy cow. Wow. Nayib Bukele from El Salvador said, I am not going to receive nobody from the Biden administration in my country. Not only that, he felt this way because Nayib Bukele just recently visited the Capitol and nobody received from the Biden administration the most disrespectful administration right now, possibly in the continent of America. Nobody received Nayib Bukele in the Capitol. Nayib Bukele was visiting Washington. Nobody went over there to address him. Nobody went over there from the Biden administration to try to shake his hand. Nobody went over there to try to talk to him. Nobody. And he's like, you know what? I'll rent a lobby. I'll do my press conference here. And, I'll talk about the situations that are occurring in our country. So embarrassing. And Nayib Bukele responds to the Biden administration saying this, I don't even know what you're talking about right now, of this protection of the borders. I don't even know what you're saying, first and foremost. Second of all, I don't want nobody from the Biden administration in my country. I'm not going to receive them. As you were disrespectful to me, I will treat you with the same level of respect that you treated me. These are dictators, people. They talk about dictatorship, but they implement their own dictatorship. The Biden administration, it is lying through their teeth. As they were saying in the debate, remember that famous debate from Biden with Trump? The Biden were saying, I'm going to create a better pathway for migrants. Remember that? Where is the better pathway? Because I just heard Jen Psaki saying 28,000 national groups to the borders of Mexico around the country. 7,000 to the borders of Honduras. 1,500 to the borders of Guatemala. And all the governments from the Triangle of Central America, Honduras, El Salvador, and Guatemala, they don't want nothing to do with the Biden administration. They haven't even talked to them. They haven't even addressed the situation about the irregular migration and how they're going to stop it. And nobody from the Mexican government has heard anything about this. And they are sitting down in their office in Washington, giving orders. Like, boss, oh yes, Miss Jen Psaki. Oh yes, Mr. Biden. Oh yes, like you say. It's just completely amazing. It's a total catastrophe. This Biden administration with the immigration situation, it is a catastrophe, people. Es un circo, es una desgracia lo que están haciendo. Total vergüenza. Una vergüenza total. It's just amazing how they take in decisions over another country and say, oh no, we're going to, 28,000 Mexico is going to send. And how many you want in Honduras, Biden? Tell them 7,000. And also in Guatemala, 1,500. But we haven't even talked to them, Mr. President. Don't worry, Kamala has it. And tell Jen Psaki to say it. I'm just going to take a nap. Amazing. It's just like a total catastrophe. And something else that we're going to talk about later on this afternoon. Something else. These leftist Democrats, they talk about the American imperialism. That's what they talk about, American imperialism, like AOC, this Alexandria Ocasio character, that she thinks that she's, oh my God, phenomenally smart, and she uses this terminologies and language, to this folkloric language, to make her look like, oh my God, like all these activist journalists, that they use this folkloric language, but they don't know what the hell is going on. Look what they're talking about, American imperialism, but China right now, for everybody that is watching, China right now, it is considered the most richest country in the world, the most powerful country in the world in terms of military, and the most dominant country in the world in terms of territorial investments. Why are they not talking about the Chinese imperialism that is continuously happening, and how they're dominating the Chinese Sea, and they have problems right now at this moment with Taiwan, and also how China right now is trying with their technology to overrule the United States of America, and the Pentagon has declared China as a threat to national security of the United States of America. They're not talking about Chinese imperialism. Also, they're not talking about what North Korea is doing. That right now, North Korea, it is categorized as one of the most dangerous countries, as they are extracting minerals to build more nuclear weapons. It's just unbelievable that these leftist Democrats, they're not talking about how this Chinese imperialism, it is occurring around the world. Nobody's talking about that. And nobody's talking about also how Biden already called Vladimir Putin. Have you guys heard about that? Just recently? And you know why Biden called Vladimir Putin? This comes with the Ukraine situation. You know, this Ukraine situation that has been going on with Biden and Hunter Biden. Look how funny it is that all has been played out. Man, talking about draining the swamp. Look how funny it is. So Russia is having some problems with Ukraine. So immediately when Russia started pushing a little bit, Vladimir Putin started pushing a little bit with Ukraine, guess who called Vladimir Putin immediately? Guess who called him? Joe Biden. And guess what happened? Guess what happened with this discussion? Guess what happened with this discussion with Joe Biden and Vladimir Putin? Joe Biden told him, we need to come to an agreement, man. You don't mess with Ukraine, man. We need to come to a middle part and talk. Not in my country, not in your country. Let's talk in a middle country, man. Whatever. Let's talk. Let's come to an agreement. Don't mess with Ukraine. Don't try to mess with Ukraine. It's amazing that the left is not saying anything about this. As I have been consistently saying to you guys for the past days, I've been telling you guys, the left is lying like a mother, man. The left is lying like a mother, like you don't even imagine. They have been lying to the migrants. Right now they're lying to them. Told them that they were going to give them accessibility to the United States of America, and they were going to enter, and they were going to be let in by 125,000. And now you got Jen Psaki giving statements that she wants to protect the border with 28,000 National Guards. And they're talking about not militarizing the United States, but they want to militarize the borders of Mexico. You got 19 Democrats in the United States of America sending a letter to Anthony Blinken so Anthony Blinken can talk to the International Affairs of Mexico, that is Marcelo Ebrard, to tell him to stop militarizing our country because our country needs civil police. When Mexico is #1 for cartel activity, #2 for child trafficking, and #2 for killings of women. And the cartel over here in our country is more armed with artillery and technology than our own military. And these people don't want to militarize their country, but they want to militarize other ones. Like dictators do. Protect our house, but just, the hell with the population. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It's amazing how this leftists right now, they're a complete embarrassment. They think that everybody's buying their own game. And no, izquierdistas de mierda. No. Todos ustedes, los que están pensando que nos están viendo la cara, a los que no somos ni de izquierda ni derecha, to the people that we are not even from the left and the right, that is me. I'm not even from the left or the right. But you think that you're going with your lies through our eyes. We see what you're doing. It is an embarrassment what you just did, Jen Psaki, lying to the world and saying, oh no, we're going to send 28,000 of military into Mexico and then 7,000 into Guatemala and 7,000 in Honduras and 1,500 into Guatemala. And then on the next day, all the governments from Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador and Mexico are saying, what the hell are you talking about? We haven't even sat down. We haven't even said anything. What the hell are you talking about? And the president of El Salvador, most embarrassing thing, saying, I don't want to receive you. I don't even want to talk to you. Really, you're not even coming to my country. I'm not even letting you in. Wow. Not only that, nobody's talking about the agreement right now that, Biden is defending Ukraine like a mother, man. Biden is defending Ukraine like a mother, man. Because Biden is saying, oh, Vladimir Putin is attacking Ukraine. No. Hold on a minute, stopping Ukraine. Makes you think about Hunter Biden. Oh, that is a conspiracy. That is so QAnon, Oscar Blue. That is so QAnon, inadmissible. You know how the leftist think, you're a narcissist, you're a fascist, you're a racist, you're a xenophobe. Oh my God. You know how they think, their justifications, their new terminology and their new language for everything. It is a capitalist crisis, it's not a border crisis. It is a climate crisis, and it is a prison system crisis. Oh my God, you don't know nothing. You need to study more. You know how they are. Their justifications and their language of every day. Hey, can I have a double cheeseburger with some cheese and some fries, a big combo, please. That is a capitalist crisis, Oscar Blue. What the hell? I'm just ordering a burger. That is a capitalist crisis. For everything. There are capitalist crises, there are climate crises, there are inhumane crises. You're a racist, you're a fascist, you're a narcissist, you're a xenophobe. For everything. That is their language every time. David wakes up every time and they're like, okay, I'm a racist, he's a racist, he's a xenophobe, he's a narcissist, he's a fascist. Oh my God, also there's a capitalist crisis, it's not a border crisis, it is a climate change crisis, it's not a border crisis, and it is a prison system crisis. Okay, you got it, David? Okay, high five, John. Every day. Every day. How are you going to justify and how are you going to keep these lies from coming out? I'm just wondering, how are you going to block all these lies? And not only that you're defending right now the Chinese imperialism, which, by the way, wants to attack with technology the United States of America, and the Pentagon already said it. The Pentagon, not Tyrone or Juan or Oscar or whoever it is. No, the Pentagon just called it. This is completely amazing. It's a complete ridicule what these people are doing. And they're talking about people that are not being humane enough, that there's no humanitarian rights, that there's no giving up to, helping people and helping migrants, when they're the ones that they're pushing this narrative of blocking the borders. And they were pushing the narrative before with Trump saying, oh no, this administration is so racist. They had, 15,000 troops in Mexico. They're militarizing. Oh my God, they're taking away our rights. When Jen Psaki just said it. What the hell? What are you doing? Wow, man. I'm going to do a live feed later on this afternoon talking about all these topics and other different topics. Also, we're going to talk about a whole lot of things, man. Don't miss it later on this afternoon. I will be posting. I will be going live at YouTube and Facebook. Follow me at Facebook as Oscar Blue. Share this video and like it. Also, you can follow me at YouTube and Instagram and also my channel on Telegram. And also follow my partner, Real Anthony Agüero, the same platforms. Ben Bergquam at Real America's Voice News and Will Johnson at Unite America First. God bless you all. Stay safe. And like we always say, people, peace and love, because always your country's first. God bless.